Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another NBA 2K20 demo build video. Today we have Kobe Bryant. That's right, we got the Black Mamba, number 24 Kobe Bryant. We're not going with the younger version of Kobe today. We're going with the more refined, precise, perfected Kobe Bryant. Now, I need everyone to comment on the video right now which player you'd want to see me make the build for, okay? I got a couple more slots left. You guys let me know what player builds you want to see. Now, check this out. I decided to do it a little different today. I decided to put the gameplay in with while I talk about the attributes and the badges and whatnot for the build to show you, when we're talking about this badge, this is how it shows in the game. Now, one thing I did make a mistake on was I forgot to put on Kobe's jump shot, and I was like, this doesn't look, this doesn't look authentic. So I decided to quit out of that game, go back in, create the build again. But what I didn't realize was once you back out, they put hair on your player. So as you can see, I made him look like Kobe, but I guess once you back out, then they put on some default short hairstyle. So that's why in the gameplay he has hair, but it is the same exact build. As you can see, Kobe Bryant, shooting guard, right-handed, number 24. Let's get right into this. Drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new. So first up is the pie charts, and this is one of the toughest builds to create because, if you want to go with a younger version of Kobe, you could probably just go primary slasher, but once Kobe reached his prime, he really had no weaknesses. Offensively, he could do it all, and he was still a great defender, making first team all defense. So the best we could do is go with primary finishing and primary shooting. Now you guys are going to see how we tweak this to make it a really well balanced build, because like I said, Kobe in his prime, he really didn't have many weaknesses. But I wanted to show you guys this just in case you were concerned. We're only half driving, half shooting, but you can still see the athleticism. He's still dunking just like Kobe, getting to the rack, throwing it down over people, so no need to worry about that. Now physical, this is where it gets tough because at this point Kobe wasn't at his peak athleticism, even though this was when he was at his overall best as a basketball player, but he still was athletic. So trying to balance it out, we're going to go with the balanced one because we want to have strength. Kobe was a strong player in the post, and we want to be able to bully, especially guards in the post. You see D'Angelo Russell on him here. We picked that balanced physical pie chart, and you see we're absolutely bullying him in the post. Of course, the badges are going to help as well, but we'll get into that later in the video. Now, onto the attributes. Now, like I was saying before, Kobe really didn't have a weakness once he was in his prime. He could shoot, he could score inside, he could handle the ball, he could defend. So the first thing I wanted to start with was defense, and I didn't want to just have one defensive badge. So I'm going to upgrade the most important defensive categories for him up until the point that I get 3 defensive badges. You're going to see why I want 3. But 3 is that magic number. So you see I'm maxing stuff out right there. I'm making sure I'm not wasting any attributes, but you see I have 3 defensive badges at this point, and that is going to be really, really key. Now we're going to max out the ball handling, and the crazy thing about this is when you get Takeover, Shot Creator Takeover, you can speed boost. Check this out. You're going to see me momentum cross right here. Boom, boom. So you can speed boost with Shot Creator Takeover with this build. So that is pretty crazy. I did not expect that. I had tried it with Slasher Takeover before, and it did not let me speed boost, but I guess apparently Shot Creator Takeover does boost your ball handling. Now, post moves max it out. Like I said, Kobe was a strong post player. That was one of his, him and Jordan, that was their bread and butter once they were in their prime. They would take people in there, go to their post fade, all that type of stuff. So as you can see here, we're going to post up, we're going to jab step through, back them down, one dribble, turn around, fade away, green. That's signature Kobe Bryant. That is beautiful. The next thing, pass accuracy. We all know Kobe doesn't pass. Come on now. That's what the trolls might say, but nah, for real, Kobe was a decent passer, and we want those extra playmaking upgrades. So we're going to put this up to a 60. Obviously he deserves higher, but we got to conserve some attributes for our other categories, all right? Now, shooting, max everything out. Post fade, you guys have already seen this clip, but I just want to show you again. Obviously you got to have your post fade up. Kobe was a beast going to that fadeaway. Whether it was off dribble or out of the post, he was a beast. Max out the free throw, 3-point, and mid-range. We want to have as many shooting badges as possible. We're really going to need those badges because Kobe was able to just shoot and hit from anywhere under any circumstance. He was probably the best difficult shot maker in NBA history. You could argue it, but he's definitely up there. So we're going to need as many shooting badges as possible. Now, to go along with that, Kobe was great inside too. His touch around the basket, obviously his athleticism, dunking all over people and whatnot. So we're going to max out the shot close, the driving dunk, the driving layup. And then we're going to play around with this. Try to get as many finishing badges as possible. You see here, pretty balanced badge count if you look down there on the bottom right. So we're going to be able to use that badge count to also help balance out the build. Obviously 2K is not going to give us, all the attributes that we need to actually create Kobe Bryant, but we could play with the attributes and then add on those balanced badges to really make it seem and perform like a prime Kobe Bryant build, man. So I think this is the best we're going to get. Obviously, you could change it around to however you think, you would want the build to play, but I think this is as close to Kobe as we're going to get. Now, I decided to go with a solid body type. I feel like that fits where he was at in his career at this point when he was, number 24. I mean, you could go with another one if you prefer, but I think solid looks the best. Now, for the height, we got to go 6'6". I mean, obviously, you lose some attributes, but I want to make him the actual height, and it's going to help us in the post playing against smaller guards. People making 6'3", 6'4" guards, you'll be able to take them inside with this 6'6" Kobe Bryant build. Now, with the weight, obviously, we want to keep our strength up, but we also want to have some vertical and acceleration and speed. So we're going to move it down into the point where we still have a 70 strength, but it's going to give us more vertical, more acceleration, and more speed. We're not going to go under 70 strength because, I don't know, we just want that threshold of 70 strength, just to be more dominant in the post and stuff like that, like I was saying. Now, with the wingspan, it would be great to max it out, but you're just going to lose too much shooting and too much ball control. Obviously, minimum, you gain, but, minimum wingspan, those T-Rex arms is going to hurt you in aspects. So we're going to find a happy medium here. This 80.9 inches, it looks really, really good. You still have an 83 ball, 81 mid-range, and then that still have decent ball control that obviously you guys saw you could speed boost with in Takeover, so that is really, really nice. Last but not least, you got to choose your Takeover: slasher, sharp, or shot creator. Obviously, if it was a younger version of Kobe, you'd want to go with the slasher, but at this point in his career, I think shot creator is going to give you the best prime number 24 Kobe Bryant feel, the ability to hit difficult shots and things like that. Definitely go with that shot creator Takeover. Next up, we have our badges. Now, remember we said we wanted 3 defensive badges? Well, the reason being we wanted that gold clamps. Just going to help you defend players on the perimeter. Obviously, Kobe deserves more defensive badges, but we can only do what 2K allows us to do. So at least having gold clamps is going to make your overall perimeter defense better. Now, moving on, we are going to go over to the playmaking section. And you see one with gold quick first step, gold space creator. Now this space creator is supposed to help you create more separation from your opponents to get shots off. So obviously it's a badge that Kobe Bryant would have, but I haven't used it enough to really be able to tell how much of a difference it makes. I mean, you see the hop shot here over Willie Cauley-Stein. It's green, but like I said, I haven't used the badge enough to really give my opinion on it. We also got gold stop and go, that combined with the quick first step is really going to help you just beat defenders. We also went with a couple post badges, post spin silver, and then also dream shake on silver, and then silver ankle breaker just to help you beat players off the dribble, and which obviously Kobe Bryant was really good at. I don't know, he wasn't really out there taking ankles, but this is 2K, so we got to give him the badges that are going to help him beat people. Next up is probably the badge they should just name after Kobe Bryant: Hall of Fame difficult shots. I mean, Kobe, like I said, he was probably the best tough shot maker in NBA history. This guy, listen, he missed a lot of shots, but he made a lot of tough looks, especially when Kobe got in his zone. I mean, he was just making everything. Doesn't matter how contested it was, which also goes along with the fact that we put on that Hall of Fame Deadeye. That's going to help you hit contested shots. Kobe was definitely one of those guys that when he got in his zone, it did not matter. Hand right in his face. I remember watching highlights of Ron Artest and Shane Battier and those guys on the Rockets. They decided not even to try to block the shot. Just put a hand right in his face, try to cover up his eyes, and he was still just knocking shots down left, right, and center. He was a different breed for sure. But let's move on to the rest of these badges. We got the gold deep fades. That's for post fadeaways. Obviously, you guys saw a couple clips earlier in the video of post fades. Put on that deep fade so you could fade from deeper. I mean, Kobe was shooting deep post fades from the elbow, from outside of the elbow. Gold range extender, just, Kobe could shoot from deep. Silver catch and shoot just to help you hit more. Silver tireless shooter. I mean, Kobe, he was he was always in shape. He never got tired. Even when he did, he would push right through and still get buckets. We also put on silver quick draw just to shoot a little quicker, get that shot off. And then bronze volume shooter. Obviously, he deserves higher, but like I said, we can only do what 2K allows us to do. On to our finishing badges. We have Hall of Fame contact finisher. Nothing needs to be said. Gold acrobat and gold fancy footwork just to help you, make those tough layups, those Euro steps, hop steps, all those type of things in the paint. We also went with Giant Slayer just so that when you do go up against a center, he's able to finish more consistently. and then to help you in the post, back down Punisher, silver drop stepper, man. All these badges are trying to make you perform as close to a prime Kobe Bryant as possible. Now, the system really doesn't allow you to create Kobe, but I think we have something pretty close that will perform just like a prime Kobe Bryant, man. So drop a like on the video, subscribe if you guys are new. I appreciate you watching. I'm out. Peace.